This morning, a migrant and refugee caravan on the road on the edge of Europe.
Poland bans all Islamists and illegal migrants from entering finally happened. No Islamists in Poland. Poland has recently taken a strong stance against illegal immigration, particularly from countries with large Muslim populations. This decision has led to controversy both in Poland and across Europe. Polish officials, including members of the government and the European Parliament, argue that these measures are necessary to safeguard national security and protect Polish cultural identity.
We don't need them. You know why? Because there's zero terrorist attacks in Poland. Why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland.
The current Polish government has implemented strict immigration policies, banning the entry of migrants from specific countries that are seen as high risk. The aim is to prevent any potential threats associated with unchecked immigration.
If you are asking me about Muslims illegal immigration, none, not even one, will come to Poland. Not even one if it's illegal. We took over 2 million Ukrainians who are working, who are peaceful in Poland. We will not receive even one Muslim because this is what we promised.
As Polish MEP Dominik Tarczyński said in an interview with Channel 4's Kathy Newman, the country has accepted over 2 million Ukrainians, who he characterized as peaceful and hard-working, while firmly rejecting the idea of accepting Muslim refugees.
I admire my Polish culture and I want to preserve it. I want to nurture it. I don't want it to be destroyed by Muslim migrants coming from the Middle East or from Africa.
Former Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki has voiced similar views, stating that migrants could disrupt Polish culture and values. He argues that the ban on migrants from predominantly Muslim countries helps protect the nation's identity. He has also criticized the European Union's Migration Pact, which he believes forces countries into accepting migrants against their will. Many Polish citizens share the same idea, as shown by a recent referendum in which a majority expressed opposition to the mandatory distribution of migrants. The European Court of Justice, ECJ, ruled that Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic violated European law by refusing to accept refugees. Poland's Justice Minister, Zbigniew Ziobro, criticized the EU, claiming they were out of touch with reality. He argued that Poland was right not to accept refugees, stating, "We defended our sovereignty against the foreign culture of Islam that they wanted to impose on us." Poland was supposed to accept over 7,000 refugees, but took they none. The ECJ rejected Poland's claim that accepting refugees would harm national security, saying they needed to provide specific proof of any threat. In response, Poland's government accused the EU of unfair treatment of Eastern member states. They pointed out that many countries did not fulfill their quotas, but only Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic faced legal action. Politicians, like former European Council President Donald Tusk, have said that leaders in countries like Poland use the refugee issue for political gain.
Jeśli chodzi o przestrzeganie tylko tych przepisów europejskich dotyczących migracji, które wspierają nasze bezpieczeństwo.
Prime Minister Donald Tusk made it clear that Poland will be very strict about illegal migration. He said he would be absolutely tough and ruthless when it comes to protecting Poland's security. He also stated that Poland will only follow EU rules that support its safety and will ignore any EU ideas that don't. Poland's decision to close its borders to migrants from Islamic countries has led to accusations of xenophobia and discrimination. Human rights organizations have expressed concern about Poland's obligations under international law, particularly regarding the treatment of asylum seekers fleeing persecution. Despite the criticisms, supporters of the border closure argue that it is a necessary measure to ensure national security. They point to several recent terrorist attacks in Western Europe that were linked to individuals who entered the continent as asylum seekers or economic migrants. This controversy also points out bigger tensions within the European Union about immigration and border security. Many EU countries are facing problems with large numbers of migrants.
Immigration.
No, przeciw będę, żeby nie przyjmować.
Do you think that Poland should accept quotas, migrant quotas from the European Union?
Nie, absolutnie. Uważam, że Unia powinna zmienić kierunek. Nie relokacja, a deportacja.
And different ways of handling the issue have caused conflicts among member states. Poland's strict approach has worried its European neighbours, some of whom have threatened to take action, like cutting EU funds or creating trade barriers. This situation also raises questions about the European Union. The EU was founded on principles of unity and shared values, but as each country faces its own immigration challenges, these ideals are being tested. Poland's stance could lead to further tensions with its EU partners, potentially resulting in retaliatory measures that could impact the country economically and politically.